About para 4. There were these directions, there were certain observations your lordships had also made. So if I may be permitted, just continue with that note. I'll bring your lordships up to date with the further developments that have occurred over the weekend. And we'll just make our short submissions.
That no application for judicial is being taken unless the applicant discloses on identity address and the ground level.
Sir, if all of you will start arguing together, then we will not be able to hear. One by one, we will hear all the matters. Yes, Mr. Diwan.
Yes. Now, Manoj, may I just request the court to take up?
It has been constituted. 14.6 is the repeat. An organization called Sanadani Sansit filed an IAL, including certain praying for certain beliefs, which I think respectfully deserves your option's attention.
My lords, this petition, I appear for the state.
Yes.
This is supposed to be a public interest petition. This is an organization that takes care of temples. What interest they would have in overseeing an election is a moot point. But that's the first point. That's the first point.
Persons who go to temples also go to polling booths.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Why?
My lords, and
Aversion
second
for
point,
temple?
may I just say
Why
this?
this aversion for temple?
No, may I just also,
That's not a right.
may I also just say this, my lords? Your
But,
lordships,
sir, the-
your lordships
Let-
last order.
Problem is that in none of the matters we are permitting petitioner side to argue. It is happening there with Mr. Diwan also, it's happening with Mr. Giri also. Let us hear one by one.
Yes,
We are,
that's
One thing, my lord.
we are not shortage of time, we will hear. Mr. Giri, what is your matter?
Item number 40 was our matter, my lord. My lord, item number 40. There are certain problems which are happening every day, my lord. We are trying to draw your lordship's attention.
If you people will not maintain discipline, then you must know the nature of your Chief Justice. I will throw out all the matters, will adjourn the cases and will stop the hearing. If this is the way of you people.
Where will you go, my lord?
Interrupting, we are hearing counsel for the, we are starting the argument, somebody starting speaking like this. Is it the way to argue in court? Are you sitting in a grain market or you are in court number 1?
I just request the court master to hand over that note. We have given it last time as well. Justice Anjaria, we have given extra copies also today.
Where is that note?
Yes, it was given last time, but we've given furnished an extra set as well. This was the note which was circulated on the 4th of February. I think I'll just mention 2-3 things and then rapidly try and just make my points. You may have a marked copy from the previous occasion. You may. But in any case, this one is a fresh. So, Manoj, may I just, your lordship has that cover sheet? Correct. So this, Manoj, I just want to apprise Justice Anjaria on 2-3 points.
Yes.
We had, yes.
My brothers are not here.
Just very quickly, there's a, as your lordships know, there's a special intensive revision of the electoral rolls as far as West Bengal is concerned. This case essentially deals with that. There is a time that process will end on the 14th of February. So there is tremendous urgency, my lords, with respect to the specific directions which we seek. There are 4 or 5 heads under which we will be making our submissions and suggestions. On the last occasion, on 4th of February, there were certain observations which were made by the bench, and we therefore, pursuant to that, have handed over. I'll bring your lordships up to date on that. That's the general conspectus. There's just 2-3 figures I want to give your lordship.
Yes,
The first
that
is,
was the note.
sorry. Yes, but the first figure, which is actually not in my note, and which you may just note, is that the draft list, the draft electoral roll, which was published, has approximately 7.08 crore electors on it, the draft list. Please note that figure. The second figure is that out of these 6.75 crore, I'm sorry,
Approximately 7.
approximately 7.08 is the draft list which was published around the 16th, I think, of December 2025. Out of these 6.75 crores, approximately 6.75 crores are mapped. By mapped, what it means is that each of these electors was mentioned in the 2002 list, so they are mapped, or they were identifiable through some family member, etc., some relation in the 2002 list. So 6.75 are mapped. Now, we are really focusing on this particular 6.75, sorry, and just to indicate 32 lakhs were therefore unmapped. 32 lakhs were unmapped. I am primarily focusing on the mapped, and my first submission which we had made last time was that 1.36 crore of the West Bengal electors were found through a process which was known as logical discrepancy. Your Lordship will recall that. So that was a computer program which they ran.
Where is that order where we dealt with it briefly about this mapped, unmapped and logical discrepancy?
Yes, Your Lordships have dealt with it on the 19th January order.
19 January.
If Your Lordship has 26838 IA,
IA 26838.
which page was it?
IA 26838.
Which page was it?
Page 30. 40 points.
Your Lordship has it, page 38.
19 January, para 2 of the order.
Yes, may I just place it? It appears that approximately 1.4 crore individuals have been issued notices for the purpose of document verification. These notices are broadly categorized into three parts, mapped. That is the category of voters who are linked with the 2002 SIR. Two, unmapped, the category of voters who are not linked with the 2002 SIR. And three, the third category involves logical discrepancy accounting for approximately 1.36 crore voters. Now, let's just a pausing here. These are all mapped. 1.36 crores are all mapped. The documents brought on record by the parties indicate that within the category of logical discrepancies include, inter alia, a mismatch of the father's name, a mismatch of the parent's age, a difference in the parent's age of more than 50 years, a difference in the grandparent's age of less than 40 years, and those having more than 6 progeny. With a view to enabling the persons who are, as of now, included in the category of logical discrepancies, we deem it appropriate to issue the following directions. The names of the persons figuring in the logical discrepancies may be displayed in the Gram Panchayat Bhavans, public places in every taluk, and block office in every taluk subdivision, as well as in the ward offices. Two, persons likely to be affected are permitted to submit their documents and objections through their authorized representative. Such an authorized representative can even be a booth level agent. There shall be an authority letter in favor of such representative, whether signed or thumb marked, and documents and objections may be permitted to be submitted by the Panchayat Bhavans or block offices. The Election Commission of India shall issue instructions for providing an additional 10 days' time from the time of displaying the list in the Panchayat Bhavans and block offices to all persons who have not yet submitted their claims, documents or objections to do so within the extended period. The state government shall provide adequate manpower for Election Commission and the state elections for deployment of Panchayat Bhavans block offices to handle documents, objections and hear persons likely to be affected. In this regard, we direct the district collector to meticulously follow the instructions issued by the Election Commission of India or state government for deploying adequate staff and forces to ensure smooth functioning. The Director General Police West Bengal, Superintendent of Police, Collector are instructed to ensure that there are no law and order problems at the location and that the entire activity proceeds smoothly. All affected persons may, in addition to being given an opportunity to submit documents, materials or objections, also be heard at the time, either in person or through the authorized representative accompanying them for the purpose of making an appropriate decision, and the official will also receive the documents at the hearing, may also certify the receipt of the documents and the conduct of such a hearing. This para 10 is important. The Madhyamik class 10 admit card, which discloses date of birth of the candidate, may be submitted as part of the Madhyamik pass certificate during the hearing. Your Lordship.
Well, my brother will now.
Yes, now Your Lordship, I'm very obliged. Yes, absolutely right. So, my Lord, this was the background. Now, my Lord, I'll just go to my point by point. Now, if Your Lordship just takes up my note, please
Yes,
just go straight away.
Yes,
If Your Lordship would, to page 4 of the note.
Page 4.
Yes, Your Lordship has, sorry.
Yes. Submission
Yes.
para 7.
Yes, paragraph 7. Right. So now this was the first set of points. A majority of the logical discrepancies, more than 50% of 70 lakh, are cases of minor name mismatches or spelling variations. For example, Roy and Ray, Ganguly and Ganguly, Datta and Datta. A sample set of discrepancies is enclosed at page 8. Now this, my lords, we had projected on the last occasion. Your Lordship may just go to page 8 of the note. Yeah, 50%, my lords.
So if you read your para 7A,
Yes, 7A.
conjunction with para 2 Roman 3,
Yes,
our order of 19 January,
yes,
that means out of approximate 1.36 crores,
Yes.
70 lakh people are those where this mismatch or some.
On names.
Type of.
And these are mapped individuals. Millards,
The
please.
last time, if
Yes.
you recollect, last
Yes.
time we said that
Yes,
because of the non-availability of sufficient manpower,
yes,
the election commission was compelled to take up persons from the outside the state.
yes, special
That
officers, yes,
micro
yes,
something,
yes.
observer,
Micro observers,
whatever
yes,
it is.
yes,
But during the course of hearing last time,
yes. We
verbally,
indicated that we would.
Yes.
We have given them the particulars of 8,505 officers. We've arranged it, and I'll just hand over, so just give the note.
because
Just
what
the
will
note.
happen is
Sorry.
that suppose a person from Delhi.
Yes.
Or Rajasthan or Punjab origin, suppose he goes there.
Yes.
He will not be able to understand this mismatching.
Yes, so
issue.
that's one thing. And the second element is, of course, also, Millards, on respect of jurisdiction, which we'll come to. But if your lordship just takes up this supplementary note, which I've just handed, just to respond to the, yeah, just give this. This is exactly to answer your question. Give it to the other side. Give it to the other side. Page 6, Millards, page 6. Please go to, yeah, this is the email of 7th of February, which was on Saturday. In terms of the observations made by the Honorable Court during the hearing of the captioned matter on 4th of February 2026 and under instructions of the government of the state of West Bengal, please note that West Bengal is ready and willing to make available 8,505 number of Group B officers.
This mail is being sent on 7th February.
Yes, it was on the weekend, Millards. It was on the weekend, but we had to get the available officers. All the particulars are given. Millards, we have not burdened the record here with the individual names, but they have been supplied with the individual names.
Have you sent the list of these 8,000 something?
Yes, yes, yes.
Have you received this list?
Yes. So, Millards, your lordship will see the
Kindly see the
district-wise.
next page. In the same note, kindly see the next page.
Yes, the next page.
This is what they say the detail.
District-wise indicative list of number of Group B officers who can be made available, and we've particularized the names. The names are given and were sent.
I'm afraid, Millards, no names were given. This is all that we have received at 12:30 in the afternoon on Saturday.
See, because how, that is the whole problem.
Yes,
The officers with their full nomenclature, designation and particulars,
yes,
the names will have to be sent, then only they can take them temporarily on deputation, kind of.
Yes, yes,
That is
yes.
statutory deputation.
that will be furnished. Millards. We've given the particulars because we asked them kindly confirm the same at the earliest, whereupon the requisite particulars of these officers shall be shared.
Only number is given, not the names.
No, Millards, the names are fully there, fully compiled. If your lordship sees the email at page 6 of this note,
Of which
kindly confirm the same at the earliest. So we furnished the district-wise particulars and we said that you please just confirm the, whereupon the requisite particulars of these officers shall be shared
For action.
for further action, so they can be immediately deployed, Millards. These are all made available. Yeah, you give it to them.
Never made available, Millards, they want it.
Sorry.
See, we don't want any dispute on facts.
Yeah.
Because then we will have to ask the chief secretary to file an affidavit that has he sent the names to the, because commission says.
No, Millards, I am told that we were awaiting the confirmation. The names are compiled and they are ready, district-wise and designation-wise, as your lordship indicated.
Group B, all Group B.
They are all Group B.
Till 12.
Yeah.
The mail is being sent around 12 o'clock.
Yes,
The names are not.
the advocates to the advocates.
I for the government, the lordship wants the numbers which I can offer for this. Micro observers,
No, but
what the
Mr.
numbers?
Singhvi,
It's not micro observers. Dr. Singhvi, it's not micro observers.
you know,
no,
the state government officers who are supposed to be sent.
Yes, so therefore, Millards, Group B officers,
And ideally, on 4th February, when a statement is made before us.
Yes.
On 4th itself or on 5th itself, they could be sent the names so that these are the officers.
there's some confusion.
Millards, we took a little time to compile the names. The state took a little time. By the time that then these advocates sent it across.
But even till today, the list has not been sent. Names
The
also.
list is available, Millards.
We send them from AR to AR to
It available.
confirm. Just note two things, Millards.
Mr. Diwan, there is a
Yes.
difference. If you will see the scheme,
Yes.
it's not the names available. It's the question the officer will have to go and report to the district electoral officer or the state election commission.
Millards, the request was that Millards, the request was that you please confirm to us and we will immediately provide the particulars because the only.
We were not required their confirmation because this was the statement made before us during the course of hearing.
Yeah.
So you were only supposed to comply with what you said before us, sending the names of 8,000 plus whatever officers you want to send.
Yeah.
That here are the officers in terms of the observation.
All right, so we'll
As
furnish that.
rightly mentioned in
Yeah,
the.
we'll immediately furnish the list, there's no problem.
2 minutes. Number one, this is the entire list. I don't want to load this here for the court. This is the list. But
Dr. Singh, the lists were not supposed to be sent through the court.
no, Malas, it's not. It was Malas, that explanation I gave. But just see the note of 2 pages for a minute. Malas, they are saying that they didn't know about it. Just give that note. Please give it for madam. Please give this note first. Madam, this note. I'll just take 2 minutes, Malas. Because impression is given that we were not ready with the names. My lord wants Malas Gazette Class B because Malas, the earlier
It has to
name.
be because unless you will give the details of the
Correct,
officer.
correct. Now just give me 2 minutes on this, Malas. Just come to para 5 of this note. I'll just take a few minutes on this note and then Malas, I'll tell your lordships.
Yes.
Till 4th of February, I have given Malas, I have deployed rather, 80,681 BLO appointed by the ERs in terms of ECI notification, the rejoinder, etc. Forget it, I've given the actual pages, where BLOs would be appointed at the first instance among any Group C and above regular serving employees of the state government enrolled as an elector. 8,524 ARROs appointed by the ECI with a notification dated 29th, 26th, 18th, etc. Dates are given. Being
That's
employees of
that
the
every
state
state
government.
does it.
These AREs are majority from Group B, rest are from ANC. They are typically, this is important because what Lordship got earlier were craftsmen and teachers as well as painters. PDO, Deputy Secretary, BDMO, Inspector, ICDS, Revenue Inspector, BLRO. 294 EROs appointed being Group A employees of the state government. They are officers holding respective offices in terms of ECI notification, being officers who have completed 9 years of continuous service, equivalent to SDM, SDO, etc., etc. rank. ECI has wrongly contended because West Bengal did not provide SDA rank officers, it was compelled to appoint 8,000 micro observers. When these MOs, these officials are of much lower rank, including art and craft, teachers, master craftsmen, customer, no idea of local culture, no idea of local management. ECI has raised objection to appointment of non-SDO, SDM levels as ERs. They are the letters of ECI. By letter dated 17th of October, I clarified to the ECI that officers of only the ECI notified designations have been provided, which are approved designations by ECI in previous elections, and no new designations not used earlier was considered for appointment of EROs. 294 represent all the 294 assembly constituencies.
Yes.
Then Malas, just turn the page. Certainly Malas, para 6, your lordship will just note, all these offered as so-called micro employees or micro observers are Malas, very remarkable categories and from PSUs and central government employees having no connection with the local culture of West Bengal. None. I have highlighted 3 quaint ones, Malas, master craftsman, art and teacher, customer assistant, but even the others are Malas of PSUs. They are not local, they are only central government PSUs and central government departments.
So what is wrong with that even if the central PSU? The question is very simple. Micro observers are from outside. So whether they are PSU or the
I'll tell
central
you,
government employees.
then let me answer that. My lord is right. They are, look at the level, Malas. They are clerks, they are customer assistant, they are master craftsmen. Malas, the person has to do the job of a BLO. My lord will see what the one size fit all will not work here, Malas. These are not people who are in any manner versed. Look at my categories, Malas. The people I am giving, BDO, Deputy Secretary, BDMO, Inspector, that is the point being made. A, rank wise very low. B, Malas, training wise inappropriate. And then Malas, last 2 paras, 7 and 8, approximately 1 micro observer per arrow has been appointed. Such micro have been appointed from central PSUs and other organizations. They have no connect with Malas, West Bengal. They have not served there. They don't know how to handle it, Malas, straight away. If you put a clerk there, Malas, then in any event, the state, I was reading, that was para 8. In any event, I am now making, I am meaning the state government, Malas, available equivalent number of such further Group B officers across the state. Approximately, I have told it is 8,100, subject to correction. 8,500 or so, 500. Equivalent number. An indicative district-wise list, etc. Now, Malas, I understand that these were sent through advocates on record.
Your para 8, now in your today note prepared, you are saying that now you are making available them. So obviously, now this is being acknowledged also, that nobody has forwarded this list of 8,500.
Apparently, it was forwarded.
By now, the election-
Yes, very well. So
If
let-
had it been, say, sent on 5th of February itself, on 4th when we heard the matter, by now they would have taken a decision, we would have called upon them that you please
Kindly
tell us.
see para 9. Well, I can't, suddenly, well, my learned friends are also making arguments here in court only. The ECI never requested the state, never earlier, to make available further Group B officers. And the question of failure to do so cannot arise. Only the court at the honorable court at the last hearing made a suggestion. That's how it can only be between then and now.
Yes.
And they can perform the roles, the roles which are required, which I have itemized at page 4, etc. All I am saying is, this is a correct way of doing it. They have never involved us. They have never asked us. They have never, I suppose I could send it so motu, but that would hardly have any meaning. Your Lordship did observe this orally last time, and we have promptly put it on record. That is as far as the numbers go. I have other things to say on other issue, but this is only on the micro observer's point.
Well, so your lordships may take it that now that list of 8,500 has been now handed over of individual officers because.
No, it has not been sent. Now, probably up till now it was a proposal to send it, but now in any case you can send it. We can ask, examine the particular.
We've handed it over just now because we were waiting for their response. But now.
Nothing has been
Formulate this point.
I'm afraid nothing has been handed over to us when it comes to the names. When you're talking about 8,000 and odd names.
Taking time to reach you.
Yes, I agree.
No, sorry.
They have just given it.
Just ask one of your junior to see that whether the names, designation, place of posting, contact number, anything is given.
We will check them, Millis.
Because these were the basic thing required.
We've also given copies for the court.
On top.
This one, yeah, this one.
No, it's kept in that.
Oh, I see. It's kept on the table behind the justice company.
Purpose of notification is.
Going to contact them, Mr. Diwan.
We will contact.
And or have they been instructed to report to the local district election officer?
As soon as they do it, we can immediately issue instructions. It has to be done because it can't be that people in this number are just excluded even though they are mapped because of some name discrepancy, because that's our essential point.
How many of them?
Certainly it be expedient. And that is.
He gave 8,000.
This one.
8,500. This is 8,500. 8,500.
This issue was never raised before the last time.
We'll take that one. Now I'm talking about the note.
So can these persons report to the concerned EROs by tomorrow?
Yes, yes, yes. Yes.
So, Mr.
If
Ravi,
required.
Let's.
first of all, because of this, unfortunately, these are again incomplete kind of particulars. We do not know what does mean this SAG2, ACS, head clerk in which office?
This is competition, assistant competition.
Department is mentioned.
This is road division clerk.
All right, all right.
This is SAG.
So the department is also mentioned.
Yes, sir. DPO is drawing and dispersing office. That is,
So first of all, your EROs, the designation is ERO, no AERO.
No,
This will be.
they are
assistant.
micro observers.
They are micro observer.
report to whom? They will
The
report to the
authority-
They have to report to EROs and AEROs.
AERO, coming
AERO.
AERO.
The irony here is that, Millers, before I could get into any other detail, EROs and AEROs are, as they have supplied Group C officers, etc., they are subordinate to these Group B officers who are supposed to be advisors. They can only micro observers. They have an advisory role, nothing else.
These AEROs
Yes,
are all state government officials.
yes, minutes.
They are state government officials.
Yes.
And their designation is
Lower than, most of them, lower than these micro observers. I'll explain this, minutes.
some of
Millets,
them
we wanted,
lower than micro observer, lower than the officials list now being given.
yes. They're all Group B officers. May I just explain this to me, Millets, to your lordships?
AROs are either Group A or Group C officers.
We wanted all Group B officers, 300 of them.
Yes, sir.
They have given us only 80 of them.
Yes,
The remaining, they have given Group C an assortment.
how many 80 are Group A officers?
Group B minutes. Group B officers, 80, not the remaining.
800,
No, they are about 300.
8,000 Group B officers.
Yes.
AERO are already appointed.
Millets, when we wanted,
AERO,
yes.
Because they are only going to assist.
I'll answer. Just millets, if they are quiet, I'll answer everything so that they could answer me, rather, whatever the issue that I've raised.
you have one AERO, you have
Yes.
one AERO in every constituency.
Yes, millets?
No, can I just solve this, fellas? These are all BRO, these are all Group B officers, this list, this big list. They will all report to EROs, all of whom are Group A.
No,
294 constituencies, 294 EROs, all are A. All of these are B.
The very unfortunate thing, Dr. Singh, they are refuting in your presence only that they are not Group A officers.
No.
millets, out of 300, out
They are
of
B, they will
300,
report to A.
out of
They are-
300,
No, no.
let me complete, millets.
Is there any officer of the state of West Bengal to whom we can catch hold? The
Yeah.
problem is that this what, somebody is irresponsible.
No, no, of course, fellas, he has to be here.
What is his designation? Please come bring him in front.
Of course he is.
So, Mr. Chief Secretary, you are here.
Former chief secretary. This is now the principal secretary to the chief minister. He was the former chief secretary. So he is.
All these 294 are Group A only.
I am
Only
afraid
Group
it is
A. All the
completely
294 are
incorrect.
Group A only. And all the 294 constituencies are Group A only at the ERO level.
The problem is that we are basically, when we are stuck, we are stuck. We will not proceed further. Now, the gentleman has been chief secretary, now he's advisor to the chief minister. So who knows better than him after all holding the executive head of this, the state civil services. Now, can you, what's your good name, please?
Manoj Pant.
Mr. Pant, can you please tell us that 300 names which were required to be sent for the purpose of AERO?
ERO, millets.
How many of them are Group B? How many of them are Group A? Or how many of them are Group C employees?
Sir, all EROs, 294, they are all Group A officers, either of the rank, all are of the rank of SDO or SDM. They have completed 9 years or more service in the West Bengal civil services. And some of them are IAS officers as well. Sir.
EROs, huh?
EROs.
or AERO?
EROs, electoral registration officers.
Now,
294.
in every constituency, there is one ERO,
Yes, sir. Every
right?
constituency.
And how many AEROs?
8,524 AEROs are there.
Approximately in one constituency of assembly constituency, how many AEROs are required or normally deployed?
3 to 4.
3 to 4.
Sir.
So, say approximately in your state, you require, how many assembly seats are there?
294.
290. So let us take it 300.
Sir.
300 multiplied by 4,
300 multiplied by sir, 3, around 3, sir. 900.
all at 3, then you require 900%. 900 AEROs. How many names you have given in the AEROs?
8,524, sir.
Now you are giving.
No, this is because these are AEROs, sir, who are already appointed, who are working under EROs.
What is their rank and designation
Each
approximately?
of the ranks of Group B officers, 65%, and yes, sir, and group, otherwise all are Group A and Group C officers.
All are group?
Group A and Group C.
No, 65% is Group B.
65% are Group B.
How many are group C out of them?
10% to 12%.
Only 10 to 12% would be, sir, right?
Only 10%.
Actually, sir, AEROs are there to assist the EROs. And the-
So ECI has notified the AERs.
And these AEROs are notified by Election Commission of India, sir. After notification only, they are appointed as AEROs.
Now, is it likely to be an anomalous situation in case out of these officers, those who are now sent to assist or advise,
Assist, Manoj.
assist, that some of them will be senior to than AEROs?
Not the EROs, sir. EROs are all Group A officers of West Bengal Civil Services Executive or IS officers.
They can report to the EROs.
They will report to the EROs
And they're only assisting, Manoj,
Come,
in the
to
process.
ensure that no names.
In any case,
may I answer that, Millets? What they're telling is that, Millets, they're all Group A officers, etc. We have written 5 letters to them saying EROs are quasi-judicial authorities. Please provide us either SDMs or SDOs who are revenue officials who have been experienced in passing orders after adjudication, etc. This is what we wanted. What they have done, Millets, they have given us 64 of them. The rest, they have only seen the pay parity. For example, engineers from all walks of service. They have given us saying these are Group 1 officers.
No, they are
But
not-
we wanted.
they are not servants or the revenue officers.
They have nothing to do with the whole thing. They don't have any process at all. Miller's objections raised and they have to pass a speaking order. That has to be challenged in an appellate forum. For that purpose, 5 letters were written. Please, these are the officers we wanted so that they could adjudicate and then the rest of the process could take place. They have said during elections, these people were deputed. During elections, they don't pass orders. In SIR, they need to pass orders.
Election duties are something different.
Entirely different. Now they say these are all approved categories in the context of elections, not SIR. We are specifically asked 5 times. This is the role they have to play and they have not given. Now, Millets,
And
yes,
let us now try to solve this where
Yes.
stalemate must go.
yes,
One thing we would like to very clearly that whatever orders, clarifications, interim direction may require, we'll have to issue. But we will not allow to create any impediment in completion of SIR. It must be very clearly understood by all the states
That's
and the
correct.
state authority. Now, just to remove this stalemate, now that you have got another bumper draw of this 8,000 something officers, whom might be some of the officers are those who have dealt with in their services. Either they are, say, like sub-divisional officers, civil SDM as they call, or they might have held the position as DRO, revenue officers, or whatever designation nomenclature they have.
may I just add only one thing here, Millets? Let them provide the nature of work they have been discharging. In the list, a revised list they could give by evening, vis-a-vis all these 8,300 people, what is the functions they have been discharging? If they draw from various walks of life, we need to know what they are because my lords may can appreciate.
If you like head clerk, upper division clerk, inspector.
Department, yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Land and Land Reforms Department. Mr.
Yes, Millets.
Naidu, please
Yes.
go to the second last column.
Yes.
The department is specified.
Yes,
You see L and LR.
Yes.
That's Land and Land Reforms Department.
this is the department, but the role that have been playing there, we don't know.
So you see the designation, law, LDC.
Yes,
That's the lower division clerk.
Low division clerk.
So they do office work.
My lord may kindly appreciate. Now we are coming to first Millets.
In any case, ERO and AERO, you have already notified.
Yes, yes.
Unless you find them, some of them not really up to the mark in the sense that they do not have the quasi judicial experience and they need to be replaced. And suppose you have some officers available here in this list,
Yes.
with whom you can replace, you can do that exercise. Number 1. Number 2,
May I just interject?
That's very appropriate,
Manoj, with your
Millets. That's what
permission.
our intention is.
Manoj,
Now
with
they
your
have
permission,
provided
may I just
8,000
interject
B
here?
officers.
May I just interject?
EROs and
We are
AEROs
not
can have
seeking
from that pool.
replacement of EROs and AEROs, Manoj. That's been notified. We are only concerned with the micro observers
No.
who are being
Right,
substituted.
that's not correct.
So that's all this is.
I'll answer.
Them.
we are coming to that point.
Yes.
The second point will be that because this anomalous situation of senior or junior might arise.
Look, these will be only assisting or replacing the micro observers. Now look at what the micro observers there.
May I
actually
answer
says.
that, Millets? My answer very observed that from this pool, I can as well replace EROs and AEROs because I want SDMs and SDOs. They cannot have any objection. Once they have provided a pool, millets, I wanted competent officers. I can give one illustration. When somebody defies my order, yes, please, let me complete. I can answer.
That is nothing unfair in it.
Yes.
Mr. Diwan.
Yes.
Because once the officers will go, they are all on deputation with ECI.
Yes, yes.
Election Commission can decide that.
Look, but if they want to draw on this pool for replacing an AERO, I am not going to stand in the way. My respectful submission is that these micro observers, because the whole, what's our apprehension? I'm going to come to that. What is the purpose of this name mismatch? It's just to purge the entire voters,
We'll come to that.
electors. That ought not to be allowed on a mass scale. That's our anxiety.
We'll come to that, millets, when we cross the bridge.
Yes.
Coming to that part also.
Yes, millets.
So first you can do that. There is
Yes.
no difficulty. You can replace your AEROs whom you find that they do not.
And
have-
EROs also, who are not SDMs or SDOs.
Whom you find that they do not have enough experience of performing this kind of quasi-judicial.
Precisely.
I'm not saying it's a quasi-judicial, but kind of quasi-judicial duty.
Exactly.
Because they have to apply their mind to the objections, pass a reasoned order.
Yes.
Right? That
Yes.
is one done.
That's one thing.
Now, second thing comes to this micro observer.
Yes.
Yes.
Micro observer is basically a team created by you for the purpose of assisting the ERO and AERO. Right?
Yes.
Assistance for what is the nature of that?
I'll
assistance?
explain, millets.
Yeah.
Millets, these micro observers, they sit during the process of hearing and they notice all the objections given or documents given, everything, etc. Then from the ERO or AERO, whoever conducts the inquiry, they collect them, they scrutinize, and on the website, they say they are perfect, you may consider. If they are not perfect, please relook into that. This is the advisory role they play.
Then, to take this final decision that these objections are say perfect, that the name, there is no mismatch, actually it is a correct name. This decision will have to be taken by the ERO or
EROs,
ERO.
he has no role to play.
So they are only assisting them.
Exactly.
It is something that order we will have to pass them, but both
Now,
sides we are here.
let me submit, millets.
Right.
Now let me submit.
So,
Now I'll submit, millets. So once they all come to me, they needed, as we did with the earlier batch that's presently there, EROs, that's micro observers, they need at least 10 days training to be given. That's what we have done. They needed to be trained with regard to document perusal, the scrutiny and all these things. They have to do that one. Now, millets, the hearing was over. Out of 1.51 crores, barring 14 lakhs, the rest hearing has been completed. The present batch, they were present during the process and they are scrutinizing that one. Now, millets, if somebody has to be there, they can only supplement because they were the people who were present during the course of hearing. Now they are scrutinizing the documents. If I have,
even in those cases where the process of filing documents is complete, say 1 point something crore you are saying, the documents are yet to be scrutinized in those cases also.
but hearing, they had the advantage of being present and collecting them.
Fine.
Yes.
Fine, understandable. But the documents, final yes or no, with respect to acceptance or rejection of those documents is yet to be taken.
Yes, Minister. In the process. May I submit in the process?
In the process.
It may be done in a day or two.
Obviously, in the process. So if these officials, which are being now sent, if they join tomorrow morning to your
Yes.
officials, let them also go through those documents and give their assistance to you.
May I submit, Minister? Yes, I'm coming.
enhance
It's not
the
just to
quality
that
of-
one. I'm just coming. Yes, Minister.
It will enhance the quality of the decision-making process.
Yes, Minister.
Because somebody,
Precisely.
decision is to be taken by the ERO and AERO.
Yes, Minister.
By taken by me and my brother.
Yes, Minister.
Arguments is your side.
Yes.
So instead of argument, it will not be an adversarial kind of adversary. Here somebody will say, I know Bengali, I know this reason, I know a little bit knowledge about this area. Here somebody, instead of DUTTA,
Yes.
somebody writes
Yes.
DATTO. Right? This is only something. Somebody may assist you and it might be a very convincing argument for you. You may accept.
Actually, millets, for my lord's kind consideration, will give illustrative cases where we have flagged it, saying that one, there is logical discrepancy. It's not been divorced from any common sense. We have found that where it is irreconcilable, We have employed a software which can as well identify the spelling mistake, and it has ignored it. It has ignored it. Only when it completes, yes, let it complete. Yes, Millet.
Ground reality.
Yes, Millet.
What is happening is there definitely may be logical discrepancy, but also with the application of the software, there may be a much wider net to which notices are going.
Yes, Millet.
It's creating a bit of a
Could I send Millets a
And
list?
that-
Two lists were
that's
prepared.
correct.
As an example, we have prepared two lists. My lords could see where it's been flagged as to the discrepancy, where it has accepted, notwithstanding the minor variation.
saying a difference of 50 years for grandparents
Yes, Millets.
would be a logical discrepancy.
Millets,
2020
yes,
being a reproductive age,
yes.
will 50 be a good window?
My lords, we kindly appreciate. All that we wanted is when it comes to mapping, whatever the details available in 2002, if you replicate them here, no questions asked.
We cannot restructure it. The
No.
program that you have put for the your software to work,
Yes,
in
Millets.
certain cases may have a policy challenge.
Yes, Millets.
You're saying that the
That's why,
difference of
Millets.
20 years between parents and a child is a question because in India it's all cannot be an underage marriage. But these are not real ground realities.
Millets, actually, what we have done is that, Millets, each
Probably
elected
right
was
now
required.
appears to be in this, referring to this age or gap in age is maybe that you are trying to identify that actually, if they are actually found to be really grandson and grandfather, then you can't have any objection. The only thing that this is only one of the tool to identify whether actually they are grandfather and grandfather.
Actually, Millets,
Or
actually,
using this screen.
Millets, actually, it's only tip of the iceberg. I'll give an illustration. About 200, in two instances,
Why don't-
200 voters have traced their mapping to single parent. Is it possible?
We have gone
Yes, we have given the statistics.
the ECI after.
Yes, Millets.
We have seen that there are persons with 50 grandchildren. Definitely you have a right to issue a notice.
We have, that's what we have done.
Person having 5 children, 6 children, you are issuing notice.
Millets, what has happened, Millets? My lords may well appreciate one thing. If 2002 mapping corresponds with this one, no questions asked.
Yes,
About
questions-
5.6.
Questions asked.
Millets,
Sir, questions asked, sir.
when 5.6 crores has passed the muster, we have got
Notices are for mapped people. 32
mapped
are
incorrectly. May I submit, Millets, with great respect, mapped incorrectly.
traceable to
Had there
mapped
been,
people.
had there
And
been,
traceable to mapped people.
had there been syncing perfectly, no questions asked. Once it's been
That's-
incongruous,
Perfectly, there the tools that you have applied to the software appears to be very restrictive tools. They are eliminating natural differences.
yes, Millets, could my lords have a look at the papers we have given as the examples of where it's not been
As
flagged, where it's been
Lord
flagged?
Justice is indicated. Surnames are of various forms. Roy, Ray.
Millets,
These
Let
are
me put
getting-
it- let me
there
put
are-
it this
There
way.
is a common practice of Kumar being a middle name in Bengali households.
yes, Millets,
So you have a Topon Kumar Rai.
yes, Millets,
On Rai. Now the omission of Kumar in notice is being given.
yes, Millets, may I submit, Millets? The whole thing has arisen on one concept.
Judges notice कर दिया. जैसा का नाम है शुभेंदु नारायण सिन्हा.
Yes. Notice.
2003, your name is Yaya. You sent to do. How the hell is it the same?
Because they translated it and they did a CSV.
So you're telling me the
translation.
actual Bengali is based something else?
Yeah.
So check and say. Give examples, right, sir? Check these names. And
This cable Krishna, Bala Krishna, it's bad translation. And notice it has to be that. Baki goes, Baki must be a duck name. Name
we have to give against the explanations for past cases.
I just submit, Millets. Kindly have a look at my notes. Since an issue has been raised, Millets, kindly have a look at my notes. Page 39 of my notes.
May I just complete my brief submission?
Yes, yes, surely. We are only trying to find out that if we can
His notice also.
No, if you want to make submission based on that.
Millets, since they have said, making a mountain out of this molehill, Millets.
Well, so I think we
have
should be
been-
heard first
Yes,
on this.
Please, let me
because-
complete, then you can have your say.
Right now, on the continuity of what was argued on the previous date of hearing and what has emerged today.
Yes, Millets.
The last date of hearing was, they were since objecting to the micro observers brought from different.
Let them complete, Millets, I'll answer.
Yes.
No, we are not on that point. We are simply on the point which you are right now saying, that now these 8,500 something people are there sending. Let them report tomorrow. Let them also join the team of that assisting.
They need to be trained, Millets. Before that, the precondition is they need to be trained. Without training, they can't. They can't make head and tail of it because they are not experienced in that field. They have to be trained, Millets. By the time, the whole, my lords may appreciate, it's a time bound one. I need to just finish by the deadline. And then, Millets, if they have to be trained in the next 10 days, it's not that we're doing it for the first time for them. The previous batch too had 10 days.
Mr. Naidu,
Yes.
outsiders, officers who are not aware about the local conditions, you might require to train them, that they have to understand. Here it's not the question, you are not depending on them in the sense that you have to take a decision as per their advice. Decision your officers will take. You will simply say that this is the matriculation support certificate. Here it is saying that some, say, let us say P. Narayan Sinha, and the son is written only Prashant Sinha. Father is Pratyaksh, suppose Narayan Sinha, the son is only Prashant Sinha. So somebody can point out that yes, in the, as per the certificate, he happens to be the son of so-and-so. Maybe that the son does not write Narayan. That's all. Then you can think that whether, what is the decision to be taken.
Well, if I'm not contradicting, let me submit humbly that an untrained professor is less skilled than a trained clerk. Sometimes they have more knowledge because they're practically hands-on experience. Here, we'll take them, we'll see their profile, we'll see their suitability. We have this migration as lordships have permitted when it comes to ERWOS and AERWOS.
So-
Remaining, if they are good enough, they can be trained within short time, and then we can employ to assist in the process. We're not excluding them, but we need to have the list. We'll scrutinize them, find the suitability, then we'll earmark which people we need to have.
But that-
Because we have already had about 6,500 people. If they wanted to supplement, that I need to have. So that, let's let them provide the details. Now they have done that one.
List is coming to you today itself.
Yes, Millets.
Let them report tomorrow morning.
Yes, Millets.
Then you can have some, whatever bare scrutiny about their profile.
I need to,
Then
Millets.
you can immediately associate them. You see how worthy they are.
May I submit, Millets?
It is something today we are
Yeah.
saying on judicial side that you require 3 years practice to become a judicial officer.
Yes, Millets.
There was a time when we said, no, you are not required. You come pass out law, you can. complete.
Experience proved otherwise. That's why my lords have reimposed that.
So these things will continue to vary. You see them for how, to what extent they are
Yes, ma'am.
useful to you. Simultaneously, you can start imparting training also. Training in the sense that you will sensitize them that this is how you have to scrutinize the document. That's what the training. You do that also.
Millets. Then next thing, we need to give them ID. We need to give them a portal access. All this logistics need takes place, Millets. My submission is that, Millets, let them report tomorrow. We'll scrutinize. Kindly have it either day after tomorrow or the next day. We'll come back and we'll report the position. If they are suitable, we are drafting in only to assist. Let it be, Millets.
May I just
They
complete
can't
my-
just give it now and say that tomorrow they start functioning.
Okay,
So
Millets,
let it be. In 48 hours, we'll get back to your lordships, whatever feedback we could have about their suitability.
Look, I'll just state my points now because we are pressed for time. So I'll just state my points. My primary position is that as far as these so-called logical discrepancies insofar as name is concerned and name mismatch is concerned, the default position ought to be that these people cannot be excluded. There has to be, sorry,
Mr. Diwan, principally we are saying that
Yes.
if somebody only because he spells the name with a different words.
please add, Millets, please make a direction Millets, to that effect.
We cannot issue a direction because this will amount to preemptive direction to them to interfere in their functioning.
Millets, but I want to show you what they have said. I'll just take your lordships on that. Because these are on the 2002 list. Yes.
Notice is something different. Taking
Yes.
a decision is altogether different.
Sorry?
Taking decision is altogether different.
No, I understand.
Notice
So,
has been issued based upon some AI app or
Absolutely.
whatever it is.
absolutely.
Now the person come, look here, how have you doubted my identity? I am same thing.
Yes.
How can you doubt my identity?
Yes,
Something
correct,
comes.
correct, that, correct.
So let us see after these verification of these documents,
Yes,
how many these notices are dropped.
yes,
Suppose
okay.
only 5%, 2%, 1% are left as doubtful cases.
Well-
Your argument will also be in a different.
Yes, you're right.
But if suppose in 80% cases, these
Yes.
objections are turned down,
Yes.
the argument will be the same as you
All
are
right.
arguing today.
All right. So fair enough. So Manoj, then in which case, Manoj, first of all, I agree with the observation made. That's a sort of a logical manner forward. I have no quarrel with that. They can come back. The issue, I should,
Logical solution.
just a second. I should just mention one point because it may not dovetail with the timeline and the sequence which your lordship has indicated because we are trying to adhere to this. 14th of February, they are declaring the final list. 14th of February. Now with 10 days training, there's going to be no time to train these people. So the fait accompli which we are going to find is that on the 14th of February, there will be a final list. We won't know the exact points which your lordship said, whether it is 80% have been accepted or 90% or there's been a wholesale rejection. There will be no question of pursuing an appellate remedy because thereafter, as your lordship knows, that once there's a final electoral roll, there will be and a notification follows, say, for the elections. That's the end of the day.
We visualized the situation and we made some arrangement in Bihar case. It's not that first time we are dealing with it.
Yes.
This kind of scenario situation had arisen in Bihar also, and we had introduced some.
So we don't want a mass exclusion, Manoj. I think that's the sentiment also this court's concern. Now, Manoj, may I go to my second point? So, Manoj, as far as name and these other mismatches which your lordships have correct regarding number of progeny and the age, according to us, if so long as it's just a minor number which they eventually post screening come up with for deletion, it's one thing. But if it's going to be a mass exclusion and a purge, then it's an exercise where, Manoj, the computer is a bit of a tyrant, is my respectful submission. That on the basis of some program and on the basis of some bias, you exclude people. So, Manoj, that is my first set of submissions.
Only speculative, Mr. Diwan.
Yes, but Manoj, my apprehension is, all right, fair enough, Manoj, I've made my point. Now, Manoj, go to my next point. So this is, Manoj, as far as the micro observers are concerned, I want to make just 2 points. The first is just take up, if your lordships would, Manoj, there is a rejoinder, just have a look at the rejoinder affidavit that I have filed. 2 documents I want to show you. Which one?
Let's take it on.
Yeah. Your lordship will just take up my rejoinder on 2 pages.
In Dola,
339, 340.
in Dola Sen.
Filed on 7th Feb.
I give copies here. Oh, so Manoj, maybe I can be quicker. Your lordship has the note which I handed over last time.
Yes.
Your lordship has that note, correct? So it's the same document in the rejoinder. Please go directly, if your lordships would, to page 19. 19
19 of today's note.
No, last time's note, Manoj. We have now placed it on affidavit as well.
Yes, yes.
Your lordship has page 19. Yeah, appendix 4.
19 is this.
Is appendix 4.
Yes. Your lordship has.
Handbook.
Now, this is the Observer's Handbook published by the Election Commission of India. Your lordship will find that on page 20 as well. Now, please see the role of micro observers. This is very important. Now, this is their own manual which I'm pointing to. Please see page 21, if I may just place it. Micro observers. The employees of the central government PSUs are appointed as micro observers. The micro observers are expected to observe the polling process on the day of poll. They are assigned duty in the polling station. They shall be part of the polling team and shall be seated in the polling station. They are to be present in the polling station before the mock poll starts. They shall report about the poll day in a given format. Report of micro observers. Micro observers are to be trained by the observers 2 days before the poll with the help of the RO and posted in the polling stations which are critical. Therefore, an arrangement is required wherein micro observers are stationed at a central. Yeah. So there. Now, Manoj, this is their manual. Now, how if this is a micro observer on a polling day? I'm sorry.
This election, this manual.
Yes.
This observer's handbook.
Yes.
Is pertaining to the conducting the election for SIR.
Yes, but that's the point. There's no other role for a micro observer, my lords. There's no statutory basis. Now please see.
Once the micro observers are appointed in an SIR process,
Yeah.
Mr. Diwan, that we will have to give this responsibility or this power to the ERO.
Yes, absolutely. No problem. The ERO can certainly exercise this power, but not a micro observer. Now, why they apprehend?
Micro observer, you are right. Micro observer cannot take a decision.
You're right. I'm obliged. Now, my lord, just take up my IA 26838. Just take up IA 26338.
Those
Just a
who
minute.
take decisions
Yes,
who
I
have been
268.
crying foul, saying that, and please give us competent officers.
Just a second, but just
EROs
go to
and
page
AEROs,
106.
They have never provided. On a non-issue, they would like to make the whole attention. Ultimately, the orders are passed by EROs. And we wanted competent officers. Even in this
Now,
list,
look at- your
even in
lordship
this
has-
list of 8,300 millets, I don't think there is any SDM or SDO. Who
Well, your lordships may
please
just go to
kindly
page
direct them.
106.
Please kindly direct them to provide these officers who ultimately pass the order.
Will you get
I'm
8,000
just
SDM?
completing my micro observer. I'm just completing my point in answer to the chief
From the
justice's
government,
observation.
from the government rank and file only we want.
Yes, please
Not
just
from
go to page
outside.
106.
And they don't provide that one.
Will you just see page 106?
And we'll give the statutory base also, millets, for micro observers.
You'll have to make 8,000 districts in Bengal if you want 8,000 SDMs.
Your lordship has, my lords, page 106. It's a screenshot
Yes, yes.
of 26838, your IA 26.
We'll-
This is Antarya has-
left and
Now just go to the last, to go to the bottom screenshot, my lords. ECI net login for micro observers. Elector present for hearing, yes, no, and action. I agree with,
Shams,
your lord,
There is
sorry.
wrong document has been given to us.
Petition,
Use the rejoinder.
petition, rejoinder.
Dolas and rejoinder.
Can you explain why point out what is the document?
Oh, sorry. I
IA 26.
The screenshot gives, I mean, it suggests that the micro observer has been given authority here to agree with the decision of the ERO. Just please see this. How can you have a application like this?
Millets,
Well,
that's
just
been
look at this.
changed, that's been changed, that's been informed. They're just flagging on that one. That was long back changed. Now they have got to only click
gross.
one button. We have provided that one too. An argument of prejudice
Yes.
without any substance.
Yeah, this is their own application over here.
We have changed it.
Changed it.
So if, so let us see, I think, anyway, we can, sure.
Show me this.
Yes, please see the last screenshot. It's on page 106. And at the foot, there's a heading, ECI net login for micro observers. Elector present for the hearing, yes, no, action. I agree with the observation of the ERO or AERO. And I do not agree with the observation of the electoral, yes, of the electoral officer or the additional ERO.
And the ERO is a.
That, you see, Mr. Diwan, is something like some lawyer arguing that, all right, I endorse the view of the.
No, but when this is,
Millets,
Millets, when
to
this
cut
is
short-
given,
Millets, to cut
when
short
this
the whole
is given
controversy,
across
cut short the whole controversy, Millets, kindly have a look at page 76.
That is the reason lakhs of cases have
Kindly have a look at page 76, Millets.
been kept pending, lakhs of cases.
Millets, would my lords have a look at page 76 of my note?
Millets, let me
That
just
will answer.
complete now. Millets, I'll just complete.
Page
So, Millets,
76 of my note. Let me counter that. That's completely a false statement. Kindly have a look at page 76, Millets, of my note.
What is the note?
Kindly 76.
Yeah.
Page 76 of my note, Millets.
But why are we going to and fro like?
This is the role the micro observer plays, and we have given it. Kindly see, Millets. He has to click either of them. Does it amount to any way he's vetoing or taking a decision? Just have a look at it, Millets. 76.
Submit document needs to be reviewed.
Submitted documents need to be reviewed, go to the next elector.
Because he should.
He
go
could
3 days.
press either, but it doesn't bind the ERO. He has to take his own call. That's why we insisted that let there be a competent officer as an ERO.
But this is creating an extra election authority, Millets.
When I have got plenary
So
power,
anyway, I have now
need to
completed
have
my
the
point.
staff
I now
as
go to my
desire.
next point.
Millets,
Millets, I go to my next point. Now, please just take up my rejoinder and just go to page 308, please. 308 of my rejoinder. It's a thick one, which we have placed. Now, this is a separate point. Your Lordships, I think, were looking at it.
Where is that rejoinder? Was it given earlier? Yes, rejoinder.
Yes,
Starts at 307.
yes.
Starts at 307.
The document itself, my lords,
Starts at 307.
begins at 307. This is Bhakia.
That earlier.
Now, this is dated 22nd January.
No, this is with the 7th February.
Yes.
Yes, that's the one. Correct. If your lordship is pleased to go to page 307.
307.
Your lordship has it?
Annexure Y.
Annexure Y. Right? Now, this is what they published or issued on the 22nd of January after your 19th January order. Your lordship may just note that. Now, please go to page 310. 310. They have a list there of acceptable identity documents for self, father and mother. Your lordship has that at page 310. So this is the list which they publish. Now please go, if your lordships would, please go to page 312. Now see the directions they're saying. Common observations as to why cases are doubtful and liable to be rejected. Your lordship has that caption. So these are general instructions being issued. Observation. Only Aadhaar and so-called family register SECC enumeration data submitted to be rejected and decided thereupon. So the default position in their instructions is that even if you have a family register and Aadhaar, you have these two items, still the general direction is to be rejected. Now look at the next one. Aadhaar and admit card. Now your lordships had mentioned about the admit card specifically in your 19th January order. Aadhaar and admit card submitted. No other document which proves linkage to either parent's date of birth, place of birth, if born in between 1st July 87 and 2nd December 2004 or thereafter, doubtful and to be rejected. General instructions. Look at the next page, 313. Birth certificate, admit card, caste certificate or self-submitted by born after 1st July 1987. No other document which proves linkage to either parent or place of birth, doubtful and to be rejected. And look at 6. Birth certificate, SIR extract of either parent, but name doesn't match of either parent. Name mismatch. No other document to be rejected. And ERO, AERO, BLO be under scrutiny. So wholesale, even if a person has 2 documents, leave alone 1. Their list, as your lordship sees at page 310, is 1 document. 1 document. They are wholesale issuing general instructions, my lords. So you're going, this is the idea is not to include, the idea appears to be to mass exclude.
Mr. Diwan.
I'll answer all these things, my lords. I'll answer, my lords.
Yeah.
We are not done yet, my lords.
Yes.
I also want to make submission. This interruption goes on. Some people maintain discipline, the others go on interrupting.
You know.
My lords, this preaching should stop
Yes.
from my friend.
Now, my lords, I'll just
complete.
Don't interrupt.
Now, this was circulated. I'll complete. This was
And everybody
circulated.
knows that.
This was circulated under a WhatsApp message. This entire PowerPoint at page 326 on 23rd January 2026, after your lordship's order of 17th January. And the reason I mention this is that in their reply affidavit, they make an evasive denial saying you haven't produced any document in support of your claim. So we had to annex this particular document. Now, my lords, your lordships may just pick up my note, my lords, the note which we had submitted on the 4th of February. Just take that note for a moment. Which one? Which way? And please go directly to page 22. Yeah.
Last word.
Yeah.
Last
Yeah.
word.
Now, this is suggestive of the extra legal role being given to these micro observers. Look at page 22 from their dashboard. Your lordship has appendix 5 written on top. Well, just my previous note which your lordship was following.
Page 22.
22, appendix 5.
Appendix 4.
Your lordship has it? It's a table. It looks like this.
There are so many documents.
But it's had handed in a note on the last occasion and then we replaced it.
Yes, you can refer to that.
Your lordships on page 22 have appendix 5?
Yes.
Yes. Now please see their dashboard. Notice delivered by BLO, yes. ERO, AERO action found okay. Role observers observation pending for observation and micro observers observation pending for observation. So our serious apprehension is that even after the ERO and AERO has found it to be okay, you are giving the trump virtually to the last say, to the micro observer. So this doesn't seem to be a fair manner of proceeding.
See, the ERO and AERO also,
Have found okay.
that means they are expected to wait for the observations of these two subordinate
That's it.
officials and then take a call.
But where's the question of
pass it
taking, the
on.
question I say is, where's the question of taking a call?
Taking a call in the sense that you have two opinions, assuming.
Yeah.
One says that these documents are genuine. The other says the document, no, this cannot be reliable.
Yeah, yeah.
CRO is the final authority to take a decision.
Yes, absolutely. So, Manoj, please, Manoj, a direction to that effect that the ERO is the final decision to take a call on this.
Millards,
And Manoj,
nobody has
that will
questioned.
give
Never has it been in
public confidence in the
controversy.
process, Manoj.
It's ERO who is the final authority. And ultimately, he takes a decision.
Controversy about that.
It's a non-issue, Millards. Ultimately, he takes a decision. That's why we have written 5 letters. Please give us competent officers
That is
with
under
experience. They never provide. They themselves say that we have given Group C officers. Now they say this is the duty.
If all of you agree, we will pass a short order, short but little explain.
I have one submission, just one
I have
submission.
one submission, my lord. Kindly.
I,
My lord, I have one
I
submission.
waited for Mr. Devan to
My lord, I have
finish.
one submission.
Just just 1 minute.
My lord, I have
My
one
submission is only this. In the spirit of what fell from your lordships, that these 8,000 names are being given, they will carry out the exercise, etc. In the spirit of that, since 14th February is coming as a deadline, that final list cannot be published. In my view, if the final list is published, then the entire thing is a fait accompli with the exclusions. So as far as the
lord, I have
1.36 crore have been excluded, they will remain excluded and we won't have anything to say at that.
My lord, I have one submission. Just kindly allow me.
My lord, can I make a?
Point is this, my lord. This point is this. I am not restating their points. The point is this, my lord. Bundle of objections are being filed by some individual without disclosing their names, identity. Fair enough. But at the time of hearing, the objectors must remain present at the time of hearing. Otherwise, how do I know
We are
whether
going to regulate their internal functioning. So
no, internal, no,
Millards,
my lord,
Can I?
Law says,
kindly see the
to all of you in a 32.
my lord, kindly see the rules, kindly see the rules. My lord, can I read?
Lord, can I make a?
Number 42, I raise
Lord, I-
provision.
Lord, I am in a different writ petition, my lord, where I have a contrary point of view.
in item number 42, I raise a little issue, my lord, regarding Aadhaar card, my lord. I know the lordship
My
judgment
lord,
is reserved.
kindly, my lord, just I read
I
it.
know your lordship judgment is
Just
reserved
I
in
read
item
the rules.
42.
Just I read the rule 20 of the, my lord, the registration of elected rules 1960. The register officer shall hold a summary inquiry into every claim or objection in respect of which notice has been given under Rule 19 and shall record his decision thereon. 2. At the hearing, the claimant or as the case may be the objector and the person objected to any other person when the opinion of the register officer is likely to be unresistant to him shall be entitled to appear. Therefore, an objector who is filing 1,000 objections without disclosing his names, like an anonymous complaint.
I'll straight
I
away
must
answer.
know when I have been asked to appear, who is that objector who has given the objection? Is it completely false objections but only for the purpose of, my lord, the harassing us? This is the, my lord, this thing is going.
Item 40
I'll answer
item
straight away,
42, my lord.
based on a
That's
certain
completely off the record.
anonymous complaint.
It's never been an.
Lord, could your lordships,
In item number 42, I have very limited issues, my lord.
I don't get a chance, my lord, to make a submission. What do I do?
Reading his address like this, 5/1 West Bengal. And he is asking to delete the name on the ground of no Indian citizen. Whether the election commission will have any authority to decide who is a
That
citizen.
we are not commenting on that. We are.
My lord's a non-adversarial suggestion.
This is the way it's being done. It should not be.
May I make a non-adversarial suggestion? May I make a non-adversarial suggestion? I'm 40.6.
Effectively, what has happened, my lord, the police has got 2 persons who was carrying in an ambassador nearly
Please don't make.
Nearly 1,500.
Item number 40. In item number 42, I have limited issues.
My lord's a non-adversarial suggestion. My lords, I'm in 40.6. My lord, the statute contemplates this. The SIR, the problem which is arising on both sides is there's a looming deadline and there's a problem. My lord, the Act itself provides 21.3 that you can carry out the SIR and the proviso says that there's no time limit given. proviso itself provides that if till then the existing electoral roll remains. I just leave it to my lord.
In Act number 42, my lord.
We have 40 points.
Issue, my lord. Act number 42, my very limitation on Aadhaar card. I know that your lawsuit, there is Aadhaar, but what happened in Bengal, my lord? The Election Commission has included Aadhaar card as item of 2012. The ground rate is hot, my lord. During the week of the claims, the cannot.
Mr. Diwan has already indicated that. Mr. Diwan has already.
Yes, Mr.
My lord,
Chief.
can I, my lord, the writ petition number 1216 of 2025. My lord, that was a writ petition filed by an association stating that the election commission must be more involved in the deployment of safety and for the safety of the officers, my lord, in the course of conduct of the SIR also. Now, my lord, the question of conduct of elections comes a bit later. Now, my lord, I have filed there is a detailed additional affidavit which has been filed by the election commission pointing out that they have taken steps, but it has not proved to be adequate and sufficient. And therefore, what they say is that they are in touch with the government officials, but they have not been able to get the adequate number of security forces deployed. Now, my lord, there is also an indication, my lord, in the affidavit that there has been large-scale, my lord, burning of Form 7 objections in several places. Now, what ultimately, my lord, it has come to, insofar as the election commission is concerned, is that, my lord, they have given illustrations of, my lord, wholesale exhortations by members belonging to one political party, my lord, stating that these objections will not be permitted. Now, my lord, at one point of time, they even go on to say that it will not be possible to consider the objections unless, my lord, the objections are placed on record, my lord, before the officer who's considering them. Now, my lords, therefore, we have filed an IA, my lord, in this, and we have these are the reliefs, my lord, which we have
We have already issued directions on 19th January.
No, my lord, the directions are what we have stated, my lord, in this.
No, directions are to the Director General of Police, to all the Superintendent of Police,
Correct.
to the Collector.
My lord, apart from
The
that,
Election Commission finds that despite those directions, the laws are not being well.
yes, my lord, put your lordships, my lord, these are the,
It's your Election Commission is not powerless.
no,
We have,
no,
we
my
have
lord,
filed a
that's-
detailed counter.
And the
Yes.
process is
And
over.
detailed affidavit,
Bringing
my
to
lord,
your
what we have,
notice
just a moment,
the
Mr. Naik.
defiance and
My lord, these have,
Concern.
This process is over, my
my
lord.
lord, I'll just complete this, my lord. My lord, this is what I have prayed for, my lord, in the IA. Let the election commission take note of it. Lordships may consider it. Let the state also say what they want to do. First direction would be have asked for is direct the election commission to extend the time for filing claims and objections by a period of 14 days because our objections have been burnt wholesale, my lord, in several places. It will go to, my lord, it will go to the advantage of those persons who have claims as well. But this time frame, my lord, if it is 14th of February, it proves to be completely inadequate. The second, my lord, we have also said, because this election commission is not getting sufficient cooperation from the local police, what we have said, let them respond to that. Direct the election commission to deploy paramilitary forces and depute police officials from other states to the SIR centers to ensure their impartiality. Problem is, my lord, my learned friend has been
to
saying
my argument.
that the object
It's just contrary to my argument.
That's what
My learned friend's
Lord,
argument is just
Lord,
contrary
I am
to my
appearing for Union of India.
I have taken confidence in my repetition.
Therefore, one
Lord,
gentleman.
if my argument was the same as that of my learned friend, I need have simply said that I adopt his argument.
Both of you are on the same page that there is more time necessary for verification and preparation of the findings.
Yes.
You also say
Yes.
objectors.
The reasons are different.
say for the purpose of
Correct, my lord, correct. Therefore, my lord, whatever it is,
And my lord,
let
the
the election
statute,
commission
my
respond
lord,
to
the
this
statute does not
and say
contemplate a time.
that we are extending the time.
Statute itself does not contemplate.
Statute doesn't contemplate, but that has to be done by
And
the
your lord-
summary.
Yes, but
And
my
your
lord, the
lordship's
FIR.
order,
Timeline, nothing is
Milord,
your
finalized.
lordship's
Milord,
order
900
dated
voters.
91 covers his
I want-
concerns,
Doesn't
my
cover.
lord. It covers.
It's a different, it's a completely different thing.
Comprehensively.
No.
Right down.
State
State
has
government
filed-
doesn't
One aspect,
State
my lord, if the
government
lordship
doesn't want
permits.
anybody to
filed a response. my
get
lord.
another, some more time to file objections.
My lord, can I, my
Filed
lord,
a
mention
comprehensive
something?
response.
Where
Addressing
is
his
the choice is
concern.
that you want us to pass the order in court or we go inside and solicit it?
My lord, can I have 1 minute, my lord, sir? My lord, I appeal for Union of India.
Yes, you can also join.
No, my lord, I'll make only one or two statements, my lord, I'm not long. In Mr. Giri's petition, Union of India is joined as a party. Lord, there is already one detailed affidavit filed by the Election Commission of India a week before, and one affidavit is filed yesterday. My lord, one
Yesterday.
constitutional body intimating the highest court of the country, your lordships may see the contents. Lord, it is really, really alarming. Your lordships may take cognizance of it and my lord pass some remedial directions.
That's what I want to
Well,
take
we
your
have
lordship
filed-
to that
we have
affidavit,
filed counter.
additional affidavit filed by the.
Lord, please go
ECI
through that
is
affidavit, my lord, otherwise it would be
Somebody must
Your linkage to all
complete
the.
I
miscarriage
join,
of
I
justice, my
agree with
lord.
Mr. Shankaran Narayanan. There must be some discipline in these matters.
In this petition, we should be made party. We are
Commission of India.
arguing here. We have not been made party.
Powerless. They should have, they can always ask for the, whatever central forces, paramilitary forces, state police, more state.
Well,
My
it's
lord,
state
can we
government's
see the
response
affidavits,
is-
my lord? It's
well,
not just
state
central
government's
forces.
response in their
Why
rejoinder
it's
is,
not just
police
central
is
min-
my subject, state subject, you have no control.
Correct.
They refuse to register FIRs when I have requested.
That is.
And some officers, AEROs violated the directions. We have said that they should be replaced. They have not done that one. Certain good
lordships are-
officers,
the
they have
directions are,
transferred.
my lord,
We have said,
violated.
don't transfer them.
Yes.
They said that you have no control. We have given every instance, every day, the
Well,
leaders.
My lord, there is
whoever that-
wholesale
Infinite
burning of
you would
Form
be
7
killed.
objections.
You would be killed.
The step.
Fall in
FIRs
line.
are not
Yes,
registered.
all the videos.
Document.
There is violence
FIRs
on the
that have been
street.
filed. They've
In
also-
SIR hearing, there is violence on the street.
And no safe
What do we
any
do?
officer there.
Concern has been
Violence is
addressed.
instigated
In
by
the counter.
leaders. my
Please
lord,
see,
that
we
is
filed two counter
really
affidavits.
unfortunate.
Counter and an additional response.
Even CEO is not spared.
Please take that.
That has
Please
been
take that up,
lodged.
my lord.
Lord, please go through that
We have
affidavit. my
filed
lord.
everything.
My lord, a
Along with
message
the
will have
counter,
to
May I
go.
we have
just
filed
take
all the complaints.
It's counter, my lords.
We have filed all the complaints.
Lord, a
Lords, may I
message
just-
must go that
State government's
Constitution of
counter-
India applies to all states.
My lords, may I just take you to page
My
3?
lord, leaders of a political party exhorting
can't-
that objections
Lords,
may
we
be,
can't
objections may be
demand
one,
over
you
Mr.
can't.
Giri.
Therefore, please let me complete it. Let me complete
Cannot
my
be
submissions, Ms.
training
Guruswamy.
Right.
Leaders of political
Constitutional
parties exhorting that objections be burnt. There is
My lords-
my lord, pervasive violence on the street.
We have probably-
Objections are not being heard. Quasi judicial function is not being discharged.
And
Lord, if there are claims, there are objections. My learned friend says there are 1,000 objections. Therefore, my lord, they want the objectors to be there. Let them be there.
Crore.
But if
Let
they
them be there.
if
Let
the
them be
objections
there.
are being, if the
Let them
objections
be
are being burnt, Form 7 are being burnt, my lord, how will those persons come there? They are being destroyed.
1 crore objections.
My lord,
have been
all
heard.
anonymous
Constitution must apply to all states in the country.
May I just take you to page 3
That
again, my
message
lord?
must go, my lord. That message must go. With all
My lord,
humility at my command.
in a place, my lord, in a minority constituency, just 1 minute, my lord.
Scenario.
In a minority constituency,
The objectives will appear.
my lord,
Burn the objectives also.
just kindly, say,
Millet.
in a place my lord, where the minority remains, my lord, if there is 1,000 voters are there, 950, their names in the logical discrepancy, again in the objection. How it can be possible, my lord?
My lord, there is
How
one
it can be
application,
possible?
my lord.
My lord, there is my IA in item 40.2, my lord, my IA for inter.
All right, thank you very much now.
No, my lord, can issue notice in that way, it is fresh IA, my lord. And in fact, my lord, it is on behalf of the Vice President, Akhil Bharat Hindu Mahasabha.
Continuation of
Before passing any order, please go through those replies and take care of the situation.
Yes.
That's the
Yes.
only thing I'm requesting.
See the state government's response.
Yes,
That is, my lord, unheard of in the Indian constitutional history that she has come forward and filed petition before this honorable court and will also appear.
What is the unheard in it?
No, my lord,
That
never
shows
thought in
the
the
faith and trust in the system, that's all.
never
She is having a right to file a
come
petition.
against the constitutional body.
There's nothing to preach.
What is that? She is having a right to file a
Against
petition,
constitutional body,
like an ordinary citizen.
So we want that, please don't politicize these
No,
issues.
therefore, my
We are
lord,
not
can
very
my
fond of
lord,
this.
my lord, in entire my lord West Bengal, the demography is changing, my lord,
February
and we are in this
2026. Now please stop.
petition.
24th February 2026. We have heard a battery of senior counsels on behalf of the state of West Bengal, its chief minister and other petitioners in the connected matters. Similarly, we have heard Naidu learned counsel for senior counsel for the Election Commission of India. Mr. Learned senior counsel for the on behalf of the Election Commission of India and other learned senior counsels representing the party. Mr. Tushar Mehta from the Solicitor of India has also assisted us in the matter in the petition in bracket serial number 1216 of 2025, and he has made a pointed reference to the affidavit filed by the counter affidavit filed by the Union of India and
Election Commission. Election Commission.
counter
Two affidavits by the election.
by the Election Commission of India. Next paragraph. It may be noted at the outset that in the previous date of hearing, that is on 4th February 2026, Ms. Mamata Banerjee, the Chief Minister of the State of West Bengal, also appeared along with her senior counsel in a writ petition number 7. So the writ petition filed by her, mention the number of that. During the course of hearing, when an objection with regard to deployment of micro observers by the Election Commission of India was raised, it was pointed out by senior counsels representing the Election Commission of India that despite repeated requests, adequate manpower was not provided by the state government. In manpower of the certain categories of officials who were competent enough to discharge the quasi-judicial stroke assisting duties were not deployed, were not being provided stroke deployed by the state government to the Election Commission of India for completion of the SIR process. On this, the Chief Minister of the state made a statement that she was willing to provide the adequate manpower, the government of state government officials who are competent enough to perform these duties. Next paragraph. In purported compliance to the statement made before this court, we have been shown during the course of hearing that on February 7, 2026, the Chief Minister, the advocate of in writ petition number 129 of 2026 informed the senior counsels for the Election Commission of India on February 7, 2026 at 11:50.07 a.m. the state government is ready and willing to make available 8,505 numbers of Group B officers of the state government and or its instrumentalities for the SIR exercise in West Bengal. Next paragraph. When we inquired from Changduan Senior Counsel, subsequently, the mail, the Election Commission was asked to confirm whether about the requirement was required to confirm the need of such additional Group B officers, whereupon it was stated, that the requisite particulars of these officers shall be shared with the Election Commission of India. Next paragraph. During the course of hearing and on being inquired, it was fairly stated on behalf of the state of West Bengal, the Chief Minister of the state, that the list containing particulars of 8,505 number of Group B officers was not sent to the Election Commission so far, as they were awaiting the consent of the Commission in terms of mail dated February 7, 2026. However, during the course of hearing, a list of 8,505 group stated to be Group B officers working in different departments of the state government, has been handed over to Shri Naidu, Learned Senior Counsel representing the Election Commission of India. That list has been also placed on record before us. Next paragraph. In order to streamline the ongoing process of SIR and also with a view to address some of the apprehensions being expressed by different stakeholders, we deem it appropriate to issue the following interim directions. 1I, the 8,505 officers whose list has been and while reiterating our directions issued on 19th January 2026, we deem it appropriate to issue the following additional directions. 1I, let the state government ensure that all the 8,505 Group B officers whose list has been handed over today in court, report for duty to the district electoral officers, EROs, tomorrow by 5 p.m. The Election Commission of India shall have the discretion to replace the direction number 2. The Election Commission of India shall have the discretion of replacing the EROs, AEROs.
To use their services. To use their services.
No. First we have the replacement. Replacement of the existing EROs, AEROs, and utilize the services of the officers who have now been placed on deputation with the Election Commission of India.
If they are suitable.
If so,
Micro observers.
if the election
Not
commission
ERO,
is satisfied
micro observers.
with regard to their qualifications.
UROs are senior.
Placement of ERO, AERO only.
Essentially EROs, millets. The problem is this. In the whole list, there are no SDOs, there are no SDMs. If they are all department clerks, etc., having seniority to have the grade, Millets, we will ask them if necessary, they have to provide.
Micro observer.
Well, it's 8,000 is the 8,000
Five
micro
times you have
observers. They are
written.
replacing the micro observers.
Out of the, are doing
Anybody is found suitable, Millets.
subject to their suitability for the quasi judicial or semi quasi judicial responsibility. 3I, all the rest of the 8 officers, stock officials from the list of 8,505, the election commission, after brief scrutinization, after briefly scrutinizing their biodata or work experience, may shortlist them equivalent to how many micro observer you have?
8,500.
Over 8,000.
We have got 6,500 Millets.
May shortlist these officers, stock officials, equivalent to the strength of the micro observer already engaged. These state government officers, stock officials may be imparted a brief training of day or so for the purpose of providing assistance to the EROs, stock AEROs, along with micro observers who have already been engaged. Next paragraph. It is made clear that the responsibilities assigned, stock to be assigned to the micro observers or the state government officers, stock officials shall be only to assist the EROs, stock AEROs in the decision-making process. In other words, and as rightly stated by the Senior Counsel for the Election Commission of India, the decision will be taken by, the final decision will be taken by the EROs only, Next paragraph. Since with the engagement of new set of government officers, stock officials, for the purpose of scrutinizing the documents which have already been submitted and where even the hearings have also taken place. Shall we go to the since the process of scrutinizing the documents submitted by the affected persons in the response to notices served on them is likely to take more time, and as suggested on behalf of some of the petitioners, we direct that at least 1 week more time beyond 14th February 2026 will be granted to the EROs, stock AEROs for completing the scrutiny of the documents, and taking an appropriate decision. Next paragraph. As regard to so on behalf of the petitioners, a reference has been made to certain documents to suggest as if the micro observers are the final authority. This aspect has been clarified on behalf of the Election Commission of India that the micro observers as well as the government officers, stock officials who will be taken on board for assisting the EROs from tomorrow onwards, shall only be assisting the prescribed statutory authority for the purpose of taking the final decision. Next paragraph. Mr. V.B. Giri, learned senior counsel in writ petition number so has pointed out. Mr. V. Giri, learned senior counsel in writ petition number so as well as learned Solicitor General of India has referred to the counter affidavit.
Counter affidavit and additional affidavit.
Mr. Naidu, learned senior counsel for the ECI, have referred to the counter affidavit filed by the Election Commission of India in that petition, it is alleged in paragraph so and so that that despite making complaints by the authorities of the Election Commission of India, no FIRs are being registered against the persons who are suspected to be involved in burning the records of objection and or indulging in other alleged unlawful activities, alleged burning or alleged unlawful activities.
My lords, we have, I'm sorry to interrupt, my lords, we have responded in
This is
parent 10
being-
to the state.
Just a minute, please.
Yes.
Though this is being strongly refuted by Dr. Menka Goswami, Lord Senior Counsel,
Yes, ma'am.
representing the state of West Bengal in that petition, we are reminded of our order dated 19th January 2026, in which a categorical direction was issued to the Director General of Police, Superintendent of Police, and the collectors in the state of West Bengal to ensure the maintenance of law and order. We therefore showcase the Director General of Police to file his personal affidavit in response to the allegations made by the Election Commission of India in its counter affidavit in the said petition. We make it clear that in case don't say anything. We will take a final call with respect to the powers of the Election Commission of India in this regard. But before doing so, we deem it appropriate to accord an opportunity to the Director General of Police to explain on his part. Next paragraph.
This one, ma'am. This one, yes.
In relation to the documents,
persons to whom notices have been served shall be entitled to rely upon all or any one of the documents referred to by the Election Commission of India
in
in the
SIR notice.
in the SIR notice, and all such documents shall be considered by the EROs while taking a final decision.
About order dated 9 January.
Include the documents referred to in our order dated 19th January, all the documents including those referred to in our order dated 19th January 2026 shall be considered by the EROs while taking a final decision, while passing order in response to, while passing order on the objections received in response to the notices served.
And
May
Lord,
only
and
item
the
42 is like
objections
item 40.
filed in Form 7 below. And the
But
objections filed in Form 7.
To that extent, they will be wrong to say admit card along with Madhabic certificate. Then only it becomes a relevant document.
May I add one thing, Milord?
Lordships are extending the time for filing claims. Could your Lordships are extending the time for filing claims? Could your Lordship say claim stroke objections, my Lord? Because both go together.
Similarly, the EROs shall be duty bound to consider the objections, if any, received from the person as per the statutory scheme. As per the statutory scheme, whether or not such persons come forward for person hearing. It goes without saying that the genuineness of the documents filed along with these objections can be scrutinized, verified in the same manner as the documents to be submitted by the objectors to the to be submitted by the affected person. Affected person.
Minutes.
Anything?
Item 42 may be tagged with item 40, my lord. Item 42.
Minutes, I need to add one sentence, minutes. Yes, yes, yes.
Objection is filed as non-citizen. That cannot be gone.
No, we will not.
Minutes, may I add one thing?
Item 42 may be tagged with item 40, my lord.
Have 1 minute.
Within the.
Hello, item 42 may be tagged with item
File
40.
an objection.
May I just-
Electors means within that constituency.
Minutes, may I just say for one
Not
thing?
from the other constituency. My lord, statute makes such a provision that electors only, my lord, kindly see, my lord.
My lord, item 42.
Will be considered.
My lord, kindly hear that, my lord, objectors.
May I just have 1 minute?
Objectors
My
only
lords
can be
have
the
indicated
electors.
the
Electors of
top-ranked
that
police
constituency,
officer must file an
not from
update.
the other constituency.
The top-ranked
That
police
is under the
officer,
act itself.
Any elector.
Minutes, the top-ranked police officer must file an affidavit.
Any
My
elector of
lords have
that
directed
constituency. I am
in the
saying that.
context of my counter.
Words that constitutes.
Minutes,
There are also
counter
two
and additional counter,
This
because we have
counter
stated
filed by the
in the
state
additional
government.
counter, all the subsequent events also.
My lord,
Counter
the
and additional.
state has also filed
This
the
is
counter.
Additional
My lords,
affidavit.
in
Actual affidavit.
40.6, my lords, the state has also
Millets.
filed a counter
The
affidavit.
second thing, Millets,
Two,
there are instances that they are under deputation to me. Some erring officials were there. We have pointed out, we have taken action, we have recommended that should be implemented. That's not been implemented. They should implement whatever we
That will not be a
wanted.
landowner, that will be the state, that's civil administration.
Millets,
The EROs, my lords, to decide uninfluenced by any of these
Millets-
observations and
Millets, they
directions.
have asked certain officers who have acted illegally to be placed under suspension, they have simply ignored. And on the other hand, when we wanted certain officers to be on the duty, they have transferred, though they are under my deputation.
Mr. Pant, you verify this fact.
Yes, my lords. And the last one, my lords, and the last one. My lords have said those documents have to be verified in the manner permitted by law. Documents issued by the competent authorities.
That's right.
That's all
Yes.
we want.
That's right.
That needs to be issued by competent authority, otherwise that leads to conflict.
Obviously, otherwise somebody will.
Yes, my lords, anybody,
Right, a surplus
yes.
right, that
This is ECI requirement.
My lord, intervention application.
I would respectfully submit the EROs to decide uninfluenced, my lords.
To place some officers to take disciplinary action or to place them under suspension. We hope that your state government remember the law on this point and you take.
Given instances,
Sir, we have already
Let
responded.
Chief
to-
Secretary also file an affidavit, file an
yes, we have
affidavit.
given instances, not very, very.
In any case, you relieve those officers from duty.
We'll do that, my lords. We'll take it into our hands and do something.
The election commission जहाँ पे है ना, shall be at liberty to replace the officers who have been found, who have been prima facie found to have erred in performing their duties.
Item 40.
Great.
My lord, on the
Deeply
intervention
Lord,
application.
would your lordship observe that the EROs are to decide uninfluenced by any of these?
Said so.
observations?
Yeah, what in
You remember that PPT, my lords, where
We are
PPT
twice
is academic
that- that
exercise
they are
and
only-
training.
They will only.
Well, let's
No, but
PPT
this
is
applies-
Item 42 may be tagged with item 40, my lord.
It is
Identical matter.
action is by ECI.
Item 42 may be tagged with.
Influence law.
My lord, in item 40.2, my lord, notice may be issued on the.
My lord, item 42 may be tagged with item 40, my lord. Item 42 on same point, can tag with item 40, my lord. Item 42, I have raised a question on the Aadhaar card, my lord. 42, well, can you tag with 40, my lord?
Will,
My point is, my point is, somewhere.
the speed with which all these West Bengal writ petitions are coming, I will issue the registering instruction not to entertain any.
My point is, just saying that my point covered, some other point.
Sir, can you hear me?
Item 32, my lord, can I mention something else?
State of West Bengal is itself is before us. This constitutional umbrella is before.
But this point has not been taken, my lord. This point has not, my point is very short, my lord. During submission of my claim that the electoral officers cannot, my lord, upload the Aadhaar card as a single document. This is my point.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Item 40
Can I mention, my lord, one matter? Item 32. Lord, item 32 is the matter of the hospital where we want to lay the road, approach
You are
road.
not talking about all election.
My lord, kindly 42 may tag with item 40, my lord.
32, what is 32?
Lord, can it be on Monday high up on board, my lord, if your lordships can?
For the hospital.
Lord, item 28 is for settlement.
kindly keep it higher followed on Monday.
32, Mr. Mehta, you want next Monday?
Yes, my lord, the entire hospital is ready, but we are operating only on OPD because ambulance approach road is not constructed.
Question
My
number,
lord, item 28,
question number one, next Monday.
my lord, item 28 is settled.
And kindly tag it,
All
kindly 42 tag.
show date, that show date will be running between this very week by Monday at the school.
Lordship, please.
Kindly tag it, my lord, 42. Kindly 42, item 42 with 40, only tag it, my lord. So identical issues, my lord, are there.
We have tagged, sir, we are hearing your matter also.
Kindly, 40, I want to tag, come here 40, my lord.
I have heard you also today, please.
Yes, my lord. Kindly 40, my lord.
Next date again, we will hear you.
My item number 48.
Item number 48, my lord.
Really?
Item number 48. We are not against.
Those who have, all right, those who have not been able to exhaust today, we will exhaust them next day.
Item